can probably turn that down now. It's pretty cold. Okay, I think I'm ready to begin. Nobody's here yet. Anyway, we're good. At least I don't think so. Sometimes it doesn't show me properly. I don't know. We'll get started with the hardest part of doing my makeup, eyebrows. Such a hard time with eyebrows. Contemplating getting them tattooed on. I have a ring light mirror. Yeah, I hate my eyebrows so much. I don't really do anything to them. This is just how they are. Oh, hubby is driving officially. That's why I'm a little late this morning. I spent a little time with my hubby before he went to work. We're hoping to take the kids to a trunk or treat tonight. So he's working and then we'll go do that. So, good morning, good morning. I'm not gonna sing the song I sing to my kids when I wake them up, but the same song my mom used to sing to me. Yesterday, I think I mentioned that she was German, born and raised, so. Guten Morgen. Get it right the first time. Maybe. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's morning in my neck of the woods. It is currently 6:48 in the morning here in Florida. I shouldn't have used that one. That one's dumb. This is how I start my day every day. I get up, take a shower, do my hair and makeup. Thank you. This is part of my self-care routine. It's part of what makes me feel better. I think it's because, I'm chronically ill and in pain all the time. So I really can't control much about what's going on inside my body. So I think the hair and makeup helps me have a little bit of control of what goes on the outside. Oh, thank you. Yes, I remember the name. Thank you for joining me again. Good morning, good morning. I love when I have people come back. That makes me feel big. Thank you. We are, the whole weekend I preach self-care. If you've never seen one of my Saturday or Sunday shorts, I preach self-care all weekend long. You should be doing self-care every day, but on the weekends, do a little extra for you. Whether your weekend be Saturday, Sunday, or in the middle of the week, because I know I've had jobs where my weekend was in the middle of the week. So whatever your weekend may be, make sure you take time, a little extra time for you. So yesterday I took a nap, which was awesome. It was an awesome nap. We took a whole family nap. And then we kind of just spent the day together. My husband only worked the morning shift and I spent the day with my family. So it was a really great day. I normally do, 2 shorts on the weekend, check in, make sure that you guys are getting your self-care done. But I didn't do that yesterday. So, because, well, I was I don't do stupid comments. I am good. How are you today? I am doing good. It's, like I said, since my husband's gone back to work, things are looking up. We're moving forward. That limbo is not a fun place to be in, especially after we just got to our new house. So it was starting to bring me down, even as positive as I am. It was starting to get hard, but the light is at the end of this tunnel. I'm glad. Did you do something for you yesterday? Did you make time to do something that makes you happy? Whatever it be. And self-care doesn't have to be done alone. I spent the day with my family yesterday, and that's my self-care. Sometimes my self-care is doing, a bubble bath upstairs by myself. It all depends. So self-care can be good. I'm glad. I am glad. Everybody needs to take time for themselves. And I know sometimes we get so busy with the everyday that we forget to do that, especially when you're busy taking care of other people all the time. My life is literally the epitome of, if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. Before I became disabled, I worked with individuals with disabilities, taking care of them in their homes. I was a manager, so I was, in charge of quite a bit, and I was not taking care of myself. And one day it just all came to a halt. I walked into my boss's office, tears down my face, and told her I can't do this anymore. And I quit my job and filed disability, and well, I guess there's a lot more to that story. I don't want to say the rest is history. But the rest is history. If you've heard our story, you know that during the time that we were waiting on my disability, it was like right before COVID happened. So during that time we were actually homeless, and it was pretty hectic. Yeah, it was pretty hectic. But obviously we made it out of that situation. We are doing better. And that's actually where my keep the faith comes in, because we were told to keep the faith so many times during that period of our lives. And it really got us through that. If we just believe in ourselves, believe that we can, and we have to keep going. We have to keep doing better. I believe in being a little bit better than I was yesterday. So that's my goal every day, is to do a little bit better than I did the day before, whether it be as a mom or a wife or individually would work out. I haven't gotten a decent workout in since we moved to this house because, well, I don't have a chair to do my cycling. I use a portable cycle, and all I really need to do is sit in a chair. I don't have that. I have tried to do my stretching and stuff. The floor is hard. I need a yoga mat. Moving to Florida, now we have mostly tile and hardwood floors. So, though I have a little bit of carpet in our bedroom is a mess. And usually when it's time for me to work out, my husband's sleeping. So that's a little bit of my self-care too. And I think it would probably do me some good to get a workout in. I always feel better after a good workout. But we're working on getting back into a routine, getting things normal again. It's been hectic with him off work, and the car broke down and couldn't go anywhere and explore. We walked around, but that's, if you saw my video about our one walk, we found out that that's not the safest thing to do either. my husband leaves me and the kids at home now if he has to walk anywhere, because, well, I can walk one direction by ourselves without him. But anyway, it's besides the point. I'm not sure what my point was. Usually self-care. I'm usually preaching some type of self-care, self-love, self-development, self-awareness, mindfulness. Mindfulness is really important too. If we can redirect our thoughts, think about how powerful that makes us. Our thoughts are really, really powerful. Speaking negative thoughts all the time, you know, probably, where did that go? Probably going to get a lot of negative back. Like the other day when the car first got fixed, there was a lot of negative energy between me and my husband, and it wound up breaking down again, and we had to have the mechanic come back out. So, like, coincidence or the universe saying, hey, shift your energy, because this ain't good. This ain't adding up. And we did. We talked about it. We had a lot of talks about what this time was trying to teach us. You know, our time when we were homeless was teaching us a lot, was preparing us for our life now. And I mean, we lost everything, but it's like we had to in order to begin on the path that we were meant to be on. I mean, we lost everything that did not fit in our car. And that car at the time, we called it Stevie Wonder, because it was a wonder that car kept going. Whew! A wonder. But it kept going. I mean, it got us from Gary, Indiana, so all the way up north, to St. Petersburg, Florida, and all around the state of Florida as we were trying to figure things out during the pandemic. We lived in a tent. We lived in an Airbnb. We lived in hotels. Our current landlord's spare room, we lived with her for, oh gosh, about 6 weeks. And that's how we know them, is through that miracle. I posted in a local like free group, you know, Facebook free group, looking for camping supplies while we were, you know, living in our tent, trying to get on our feet and figure things out. And next thing I know, she goes, well, I have a spare room. That's like the sweetest thing, but it wasn't just me and my husband. It was also our animals. I had our dog and our cat. It was part of our story. We refused to give them up. And she goes, I have plenty of room. Ultimately, we weren't able to, you know, work things out here in Florida. We went back to Indiana because we had a place to stay longer term while my husband worked and I was carrying our son. And yeah, surprise, 2 weeks into our adventure, we were in a hotel and I took a test and I was pregnant with our son, which they told me I'd never be able to carry a child to term. Surprise, never say never. It's another big one that I preach about. Never say never. It's really important. Because then, you know, when he was turning a year old, they told us that we either needed to try for a second or I should consider permanent birth control because of my health. And so we decided to try, and within a week I fell pregnant with our daughter. And they her HCG levels weren't rising like they should. So they called me and they told me, well, you've had a miscarriage in the past, you know what to look for, just call us when it starts. Which is obviously really upsetting. But she made it. She made it longer than Ada did too. But she was born with 2 true knots in her cord. I was so sick her entire pregnancy. I was in and out of the hospital with hyperemesis, and it was awful. I was heavier set then, so me losing weight wasn't a big deal because she was still growing. But then all of a sudden she stopped growing. And I kept telling them, like, I had a different doctor with her than I did with my son. And, you know, my son's doctor told me how important it was that, like, you know, if the baby's healthy and ready to come out, like, they need to just take him out, because that's why he was born at 37 weeks. They had to do a lot of working around that because he was healthy, he was fine, I was not. So they took him early, and they told me how important that, well, I could not get my daughter's doctor to listen. Well, then she was ready to come. My water broke and we went to the hospital, and even the doctor who delivered her was a different doctor, because it was now an emergency. He said, I've never seen anything like it. She came out so alert. He held her in the palm of his hand, and he's like, has anybody ever seen a more alert? But her eyes are so big. If you ever see any videos of my daughter, her eyes are always so big. She really is just paying attention to everything, and has been doing that since the moment she was born. So I think that's why she likes her sleep. She gets so tired from paying attention to everything all day long. But she's very aware, very alert. And both of my children are miracles in their own right, because, well, both times science would have had me terminate my pregnancies. That was the hardest thing to hear when I was pregnant with my son, especially. But they were holding on. I wasn't giving up. I wasn't giving up. My first miscarriage was just after 10 weeks, and my second was just before 6. So I've had, early on losses, but they're hard, and I wasn't giving up on them babies. They weren't giving up on me. But anyway, so Self-Care Sunday. I guess I do this a lot for my kids because, well, one, they deserve a full mom, a happy mom, not one who depletes herself for everybody else and then has nothing to give. I try so hard to show them, and they love themselves. Oh my gosh, they do. And I feel like that's probably my biggest accomplishment to date, is that my babies love themselves. Took me 30 years to learn what self-love was, and I'm still working on it every day. So I make sure that we do affirmations every day, and it's important. I think it's important. So today we are planning to go to a trunk or treat because we didn't go yesterday. We ended up just staying home. Like I said, we just hung out and it was nice. It was a nice day. Got to meet one of my Facebook friends who lives here in town. I've got Facebook friends from all over the state of Florida, more friends in the state of Florida than anywhere else. And I can't wait to meet them all. I'm so excited. I actually like almost want to like do a meet and greet party here at the house and like invite them all. I've one of them has kids close to my kids' age, and actually a couple, I guess. No, I've made more. It excites me. I don't really have friends. Being in chronic pain all the time can put a damper on things, and lost friends because of it. And you know, as you grow up, sometimes you just don't stay friends with the people you were friends with. You evolve, and they might evolve differently. That's okay. It's not, you know, it's what else. But as I became a mom, you know, and I'm more selective now, I think, with who I spend my energy on, because I gave far too many people my good energy when they didn't deserve it. So my kids deserve that. My husband deserves that. They deserve the best of me. So I deserve the best of me. I deserve that good energy. So I always tell my husband, you know, even if you have a bad day, let's talk about it and, you know, move on from it, because bad day at work doesn't mean you got to have a bad day at home. You shouldn't, you know, they're two different. Talk about it. We talk about everything. So, you know, communication is so important with, you know, whoever. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a partner, but with whoever's in your life, you've got to be able to communicate with them. Your wants, your needs, you know, when things aren't working out for you. I think that's me and my husband's superpower. We communicate really well and are able to work through things. Hasn't always been that way. No, it has definitely been a work in progress, our whole relationship. You know, sometimes it's hard to leave things in past relationships, and he especially had a hard time with that. So, yeah, it's been constant work and effort on both parts, but again, as long as you have good, strong communication. If I can't communicate with somebody, then it's just, what's the point? You know? And fun fact about me, I have been married 3 times. This is my 3rd marriage. Yeah. Not something that I'm super proud of, but we all make mistakes and we all have to live with the choices we've made. So it's not so much, you know, I hold on to, it would have been worse to stay where I wasn't happy. Neither one of us in a relationship, if you're not happy, deserve that, you know. And if you can't work it out, and sometimes you can't. Me and my ex are best friends. Not my first husband. We don't talk anymore, but that different story. You know, it just, that's why I say it's your life. Nobody has to agree with you. The only person responsible for your happiness is you. So if you're not happy, honey, hit him with a plot twist. Whatever it is that you need to do. Quit your job, new relationship, no relationship, whatever it is, do what is going to make you happy, because nobody else is living your life. I was thinking about it last night. My husband and I were talking. I made a lot of mistakes. A lot. But they have all led me to where I am right now. And I am so good with that. I am so happy with my life right now. And I have been. But like now is even more so, because we've set goals, we have dreams, and we go and we smash them, and we do it together as a team. And I couldn't ask for better. I really couldn't. You know, we have our ups, we have our downs, but that man is my teammate. That man is my partner. That's all I ever really wanted, was a partner. And I found it finally. And, you know, together we really have accomplished a lot already. And I know that we can do anything. And I mean, he's the reason that I'm even doing that. Nobody's ever believed in me like he has. And he's believed in me so much that I now believe in myself. Which is a gift. It's a gift. And he gave that to me. So my husband is the reason that I do all of this. If anybody's ever, he encourages me. He believes in me more than anybody ever has. He's a good man. Like I said, he didn't come to me that way. He didn't. But neither one of us were in the best place when we found each other. I had just started my self-love journey 6 months prior to that. I had no intentions. And I told him that. I have no intentions of ever getting married again. I wasn't looking for a relationship. About a month in, he said, got down on both knees and said, I'm going to marry you one day. I said, I told you I'm not getting married. He said, I'm going to marry you one day. I'm going to prove to you that I am worthy of being your husband. And, well, I don't know how he did that, but he did that. He got me to marry him, damn it. Well, to be fair, I do have 2 of his kids and wanted the last name, I guess. No, I do love that man very, very much. He has been my voice. He's been my legs, literally. He's carried me when I could not walk. He's been my rock when it felt like everybody else in the world abandoned me. He never, ever has. Never will. So. And when I need a reminder that I'm, I don't know, awesome, he definitely does that for me. So. Pretty awesome. All right. Here we were talking last night about what I could come up with for a Halloween costume for me, and I've got, you know, some other wigs, and I think I have an idea. We'll see. I was throwing out ideas about just being Barbie with my pink hair, but nah, I think I have an idea for Halloween. Oh, the dog. I'm pretty excited actually to put it together, but Halloween's not until like Thursday, so maybe I'll do a test run or something. I haven't done an actual Halloween costume in a few years. We have our pumpkin outfits that my husband has a shirt and I have the matching dress. It's from when I was heavier, so it's super big on me. I don't know why I just did that. But it still looks cute. There's some things that I'm able to still, pull off. So I'll wear that tonight to the trunk or treat, probably, I'm assuming. But for Thursday's trick or treating events, I am thinking of a Draculaura outfit. I have a pink and black hair wig. It's shorter, but it's cute. And then I've got an outfit I think I can put together, and I'm just gonna get some big vampire teeth, right? Dracula. And then the kids, I think my son's gonna be Sonic. He has these cute, adorable PJs. It's hard with him because of him having sensory processing and autism. So it's harder to get him to wear. So he's got, hey, good morning. He's got these PJs that I thought would work pretty good as a costume. And then my daughter is going to be Snow White. She's got a Snow White dress from when we went to see Snow White, the ballet. We took her back in May. So she's got this adorable Snow White dress, and I'm gonna do her. She'll be a princess, and then Dracula. And then my husband's gonna be a tourist. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. It is Self-Care Sunday. So what are we doing for ourselves today? What are we gonna do to make sure that we're taking time for you? I want to hear it. I want to know. What are we doing? I've been rambling on and on about my Halloween costume ideas since we're kind of broke right now. It's, not broke. Husband's back to working, so he doing good. How are you today? Our bills are going to be paid on time, which that was the main concern. Our bills will be paid, and then our son's birthday is in 10 days. My baby, he's going to be 4. Thank you. I don't know. I need some products so bad. Killing me. I'm hoping. Yeah, I need product. I'm in here scraping, but I just got to get to the first. I think, yeah, the first. I can get some stuff. I get my disability check. Since the 3rd falls on a Sunday, I'll get it the 1st. Which would be nice. Maybe not. How is your weekend going? Currently, it says 11. But it's not always accurate either. Got 11 people watching right now. I had a great live yesterday morning, and then it wasn't loading. Absolutely. As long as we don't give up, we absolutely can do anything. Patience has always been my issue. My mom said she was going to name me Patience until the day I was born, then she realized I ain't got none. I don't. And then my husband ain't got none. And then we gave birth to our daughter. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. Our daughter has even less patience than we do. It's pretty. I gave birth to a mini me. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I gotta go with that dog outside. Oh yeah, it's time. I'll be right back. I'll let the dog out. He's dog day all over the place. Okay. I gotta go let her back in, but never know how long she'll want to be. I gotta watch the yard, make sure there's no critters that'll get her. I gotta seal off it. It's almost fully, it's like partially fenced in, you know. So I just gotta get like one. Oh, yep, there she is. Give me a sec. She just wanted food. Thank you so much, Daisy. I hope you have a great day. Make sure you take time for you today. Make sure you take time to do something for you. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. When I say keep the faith, I mean keep the faith in you. You gotta remember, it's already within you. You just gotta keep the faith. Keep going, keep moving, keep trying. The only way we fail is when we don't try. Absolutely. Absolutely. We already are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Our bills, like I said, our bills will be paid on time. We've got clothes right now. Actually, we knew it was going to be, tough when we first got here because we're starting over again. Not like we did 4 years ago, but still, but ultimately this is what we wanted. We wanted to move to Florida. We wanted this, and then we had this opportunity that we couldn't pass up. There's a lot of reasons, health care, several reasons why. My doctors all agreed the farther south that I can get, the closer to the border or the equator that I could get, the better it'll be for me overall. So, not that I can really be in the direct sunlight very often, but I always said if I'm going to be trapped in the hospital, I remember when I was in the hospital in 2020 down in St. Pete with our son, and looking out the window, it was just so beautiful. I had my window open, and my night nurse said, you're the only one of my patients that always has their window open, and I love the view that you. And I was like, why would I want to close my window with a view like that? And I went on and on and on about what Florida, means to the sky is bluer here, and there's over 2,500 different species of palms. Like, I thought that was super cool. But anyway, he's like, I've lived here my whole life, but you just made me see my home state for the first time. And like, that excites me. When my excitedness can excite other people. Cause yeah, I'm kind of easily amused. I mean, I grew up in Pittsburgh, just outside of Pittsburgh, but I was born in Indiana. And like, there's never been anywhere cool. We vacationed in Kentucky at my grandma's lake house every year. We never went to Florida. So seeing the ocean for the first time, oh my God, I loved it. And we're gonna take the kids for Aiden's birthday. For the first time, they've never seen it either. Well, I've seen it now, obviously, but they've never seen it. So we're gonna take them. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm gonna bake him a cake, and it's not real. I mean, it's the sensory processing. So like even the ice cream, like he cringes while he eats it, but he likes it. But the cold makes him cringe. But so I'm gonna make him a cake, and we're gonna get out there and have a family day at the beach for his birthday. I think it'll be exactly what we need after this last month. I think it'll be great. And then, like I said, tonight we're gonna do a trunk or treat. My husband said we'll go after his shift. And then he doesn't like really driving at night, and I prefer him not drive at night. And then that way he's home to help with the kids' bedtime routines. And then I guess trick or treat is probably on Halloween. I have a couple of neighborhoods that if we decide to go, we'll check out. But at the same time, it's probably safer to just stay home and do something. That's what we did last year. We decorated Halloween cookies and had a Monster Mash dance party. It's pretty awesome. I know why, it was a lot of fun. The kids enjoyed it. So we might do that instead of going trick-or-treating. I haven't decided yet. It's all about what's safest, and we'd have to travel to a different area to take them. I mean, I'm trying to clean my straw, and I should just I have 2 straws. I should just swap them out. Anyway, just rambling now. So, I am ready besides my outfit. So thank you for getting ready with me this morning. Thank you for joining me again. I love when you guys come back. Means I must be doing something right? I appreciate you, everybody who interacts with my page, subscribes, everything. You are all helping me chase this dream. So I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you take time for you today. Make sure you take time for you every day, but a little extra. Happy Halloween.